My friends, our end approaches. Αποκτήνεις αντίνα.
I've been looking for you. I saw your message. What's happened?
A man in the city will not leave my friend in peace. He's infatuated, truly. He follows her, begs her.
He sounds obsessed with her. Does she like that?
Of course not. What started out as a silly crush has become something much worse. His words now make her think he will do her harm.
And you need a Misthios to kill him.
His death is the only solution.
I'll handle this.
Good. You're doing me a great service.
You can leave everything to me.
Del So my friend, we went out earlier today and we bought him a coffee grinder.
Yeah?
And I just sent him a WhatsApp message. I said, hey, how's the grinder? And then I followed it up with, and not the gay website. I'm waiting for him to respond like, what the hell's wrong with you?
That's it.
He's from Mexico. He's lived here for almost a year. He's a software developer. And he loves coffee, but I think he's gotten more into coffee because I'm very deep into coffee. I'm no expert, don't get me wrong. I just like good coffee. I hate shitty coffee. And I've had a grinder for a little while and all that kind of stuff. He finally got his own. I just went French press because I got tired of the machines breaking all the time, having to buy a new coffee machine. I was like, screw this shit. So that's why I have one.
You again? Have you killed him?
Your man is dead.
You're a true warrior. Please, take this as thanks.
Happy to help.
Play any of the Assassin's Creed games?
Leave this place, Mispios! Dash to the enemy! Who can you attack? It's a help here!
Alright.
Come back.
Welcome back. Did you post a quest before you left?
No.
Oh, okay. That'd explain it.
How many people are coming with us?
I have no idea. So far it's just you and me in this your session, so
I could do this 8 times, which I'll probably need it, so... I don't know if I'll do it 8 times, though.
Well, shit.
Investigation.
What's my Monster Hunter rank?
Not high enough?
Apparently. I'm rank 9? Why am I higher than that? How do you rank up? I didn't even notice. Oh damn, that could be why I couldn't find you.
Probably.
Ah, fuck, I fucked up on this quest. That sucks.
Well, what quest are you on?
The same one you have.
The investigate?
No, I'm on accept the assignment. Accept a fiery throne atop the forest and accept one time below the sands.
No, I have to out.
Really?
Yeah, I have to a while ago.
You made it sound like this morning that you didn't.
I did.
Oh, you finished it today?
Yeah. We jog rests.
Well, that could be why you're higher monster rank than I am.
Possibly. What? What? Well, good luck. I'm bailing you.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Aha! You got him up! Ah! Ah! Oh no! Ah! Ah!
Down here. Pookie, get away.
What for their tricks? Get back here! I'll cut you to shreds! There! I see her! Oh! found her! Using tricks! They're getting away!
One thing about Assassin's Creed games, remember that toy? It's an octopus, and you get it wet, dry it off, throw it on a wall, and it sticks to the wall and it climbs down it. That's the biggest problem with Assassin's Creed games. You get next to something and it clings to it and climbs up it.
Your death equals my reward.
It is fucking annoying. Like, I'm trying to go to the other side of this roof, and because there's a ladder in the middle, it clings to it, and she walks down the ladder. And it's not intended. I don't want her doing that.
And I've seen that happens in a lot of games.
Shitty, shitty design. Freaking tailbone hurts because the other day I was doing sit-ups and I did it on a hard floor. Ah, it freaking hurts.
We dine with babies tonight!
No, my God, Pookie, go away, dude.
Hades awaits you!
Kula runs the fucking map.
Ever since this patch, man, I am losing my patience with this fucking game.
Guys, it's all messed up.
It's too difficult to dodge stuff, and you constantly get hit. And of course, when you get hit by certain mobs, they nearly destroy you. It's really trying my patience. God, and one of my abilities just flat out didn't work. I'm gonna have to take a break from this game. I'm about ready to break something. I went right up behind this mob, total sneak. NPC had no idea I was behind it, and I pressed my ability to assassinate it, and it never worked. And so the mob turns around and goes, "Hey, how are you?" And that's not the first time this has happened. That's just these shitty bugs that they haven't fixed yet.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a lot in games like that.
Just make this easy so I can get paid. Is this
These pigs do not scare me.
Capture this guy. If I can find a parallel code. Capture this bastard. He was just limping and I was running.
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
So did any of you try Dauntless?
What? Yeah, you know I played it.
Well, that's right, you did.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a while, but...
Yeah, they just came out with the one update. They say it's much better. Get in there.
Yeah, I was thinking about re-downloading it
We
and trying it
stopped
out.
because we couldn't kill that electric guy. He would just fucking zap all over the goddamn place.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Although
I went back and I figured out how to kill him, but since then I haven't played. Well, are you fucking kidding me? Is he still not dead?
what kind of upset me about the game is they gave in to the shit players. And when I mean shit players, I mean ranged players. It's a melee game. Leave it a melee game. Instead, they gave in to, well, I want ranged abilities. Then go fucking play a game that's ranged.
Did they really?
Yeah, they added guns into it and something else. And to me, that takes the difficulty out of the game.
No, yeah, getting really close to some of those mobs was not okay.
Yeah, it was murder sometimes. My only problem that frustrated me with the game was there was no latency compensation from the server to the client. So if you didn't make the dodge in time, you got hit by the mob. And the only people that were doing the best dodges were people with like a ping of 20 and less.
Yeah, I do remember that.
But it's not a bad game, man.
Not at all. I think it's quite good.
Had its own kind of graphics too, which was or art style.
Actually, I don't know if it's better than Monster Hunter. I think they're.
I've heard a lot of people say Monster Hunter is way better.
I think that it's. Honestly, I think it's two different games. You know, it's not.
It is. They have the same concept, but they're not the actual. It's not apple and apple, that's for sure.
No, not even close. They're like, I don't know. It's way two different games. Like this stuff has like tons of skills and. I don't know.
Yeah, even the skills alone are very different.
Man.
Weapon upgrades are completely different. Monster Hunter's a lot more complex, in my opinion.
Way more complex. It really is. It's not for like an average, a casual player. Yeah, I get 10.
Amazing looking graphics too.
I got 11,000 for this investigation. You want to run some investigations with me? Frank?
I'm gonna, in a minute, do some.
Okay.
About to kill this bitch. I think, meat. Bathroom. That's the thing. What? Get a T-Rex.
Feline medic is really good. I keep getting that a lot. I mean, get rid of that. Get rid of that.
That's bullshit.
It's got blast. So that might actually knock me down. Yeah, like, I don't know, I just use for the pet, dude, I just use all the feline armor, the bone armor. Like, I don't really think there's much, anything better than that. Wait, flash flag cage, what is it? Oh. It's kind of shit, right at the wasp. Almost all these things like that. I don't think there's a reason to. I can't accelerate.
Join up with us. Huh. You'd like him. Last I left, he leave the head off the line. Yeah, whatever you say. It's true. Make sure he joins us. He will meet himself. Here is the key. Haru, keep it from me.
I think my only issue with with Monster Hunter is they didn't really make it keyboard friendly.
Yeah.
Like my hand
Like I have the scroll wheel for fucking items. Like what?
A friend of mine at work. Was saying there was a way to keybind some of that. Actually, a lot of it. But he got busy, and his wife's pregnant and all that kind of stuff, and he and I just haven't played, and he was going to show me all that, but never did.
Mystios! That looks like Varnavas' ship.
In fact, it...
Ah! That ship belongs to the Eagle Bearer now. Legendary Mystios, famed across the Greek world. I am just her humble servant.
Varnavas! You're back!
In the flesh, a little older, but not a bit wiser.
Miko sent me here to wait for your return. It's about Nileas.
Here we go! What has my nephew gotten himself into this time?
I think the trouble is real, Varnavas. You should go to him. Nikos told me not to return without help, and I mean not to.
I need to think. But one thing, I know my nephew. Ah, yes, he's fine. That much is certain. I'll be on the ship.
And you, Mystios? I need someone to go see about Nileas.
I'll help Varnavas' nephew however I can.
Nileas lives with his caretaker, Mikos. Their house is just up the hill north of here.
Let's hope no one notices me here.
Spooky! Why are you down here? Go away!
No! You wait till I find you again!
Yep.
This is where you die! Look! There she is!
Come on, you know. Come on, keep going. A little more. Spooky. Oh my.
Perfect enough of killing you to eat well for a long time.
Alright, where's this goddamn bush?
Bullshit.
Show me what you got, boy. Keep this up.
There we go.
That's the Asian.
I mean, if you want. Dude. Good lord, my dude. Just go away.
That's a tasty.
Limping? Shit, where's my trash? I fucked the bone pile.
What was that? How did
Yeah.
Let me put an end to your suffering.
Not smart, are you?
Damn it. Now he's pushing for his egg. I'm out of trinks. Oh, oh my god, Pookie, dude. Really? You followed me all the way over here. To the other side of the map. Does not lag.
This boy has been too sick to work, only to hear, not
later, he's in the fields with his friends. By Zeus!
He's grown since you've been gone. He's not a kid
Going
anymore.
back down to you.
Ah, but still up to
Back
his
to the
old
bus again,
tricks,
by the
if
way.
you ask me.
Listen to reason, Varnavas. I saw him vomiting myself, and now he's like this.
He's faking it, Mikos. I've seen this routine before. Gods, grant me Penelope's patience.
It's not just Nileas. There have been others. All promising young athletes turning up sick or missing. Something's not right in Thassos.
What goes on across Thassos is not
Right,
my
that's what's
concern.
up, right?
But I know my nephew. Oh, yes. He practically worships at the altar of Ergia. A devotee of sloth and idleness he is.
Help me talk sense into him, Misthios.
You know your nephew best. And it sounds like he needs a firm hand.
I thought his caretaker could handle him. But apparently I was wrong.
Come on, Varnavas. He's plainly ill.
Bah! I'll be at the ship when Nileas snaps out of it.
Give Varnava some time.
But our time may run out. I have more leads to follow up on. But with Nileas like this, I can't leave his side. Maybe you could help
Never
me.
mind. I killed him.
Varnavas is like family to me. I want to do anything I can to help Nileas.
Thank you. You know, it's not often a beautiful and capable Misthios
got
comes to this
couple more of
house.
them.
We shouldn't talk like this with Nileas in this condition. Now, about those leads you mentioned.
Well, someone at the Champions Gymnasium must know something. Aitis was the last one to be with Nileas when he was well.
They were friends.
They were. If he doesn't know anything, you could talk to the doctor at the quarry.
If he's the local doctor, he's bound to know something. What more can you tell me about this gymnasium? You say other athletes have disappeared?
Many, yes. A lot of the athletes came here to train from elsewhere across the Greek world. So when they disappear, people think they maybe just went home.
A convenient story if something bad were happening to them.
Exactly.
I'd like to have a word with that doctor at the quarry.
The Aliki quarry is at the southern point of Thassos. The doctor there is mixed up with the training athletes and the workers.
Sounds like a strange connection.
Yes, until you realize half of the workers are athletes
Odyssey
who have
appraisal
given up
box.
on their training. Something's happened to them, and that doctor is the only connection I see.
The last person to see Nileas before he got sick was
Anti-parajewel.
Aiti? Where can I find him?
Wonderful.
He's an aspiring athlete
Okay,
too,
cool.
but nowhere near as talented as Nileas. He trains alone on the outskirts of a vineyard of glory. You're sure to find him there.
I'll follow up on these leads and check back when I know what's going on.
Thank you, Misthios. And feel free to
luck for Hunt.
check back anytime.
Solo Hudson here. You there, Frank? Now I need Odyssey.
Alright, now the other one I got
To be
100
spotted
rats
here.
Pop it up and I'll help you.
Come on.
Okay, now I gotta start looking for sleep gear.
Let's go.
Start looking for what?
Sleep gear. Botanist? I do need to make a botanist set as well. There's a paralyzed attack. Weakest weakness exploit. Attacks that hit weak spots have 50% increased affinity. And that's the coolest shit. And there's critical art as well. Poison attack. Master Mounter. Dirty. Okay, something has to be. Capacity.
Come
Well,
on.
I got the job posted.
Okay.
Well, apparently still in the discussion, so.
What is critical draw? Draw attack. Draw attack.
You left a message on the board. What's the matter?
I've got a low filter here that needs to be delivered to a Spartan commander, but my usual messenger broke his ankle. I lose my fee if this doesn't arrive safely.
You want me to deliver it to the Spartan commander?
That would be the idea, yes.
I'll help you. You have my word.
Thank you. You'll be well rewarded.
May the gods guide you.
Alright, it's gotta be in one of these. Oh, sleep attack right there. There's. Okay. So there's one. With the gloves. So I need a Radabon. Scales. Okay. Do the next thing after that. Let's go look for Radabon scales and then to look at charms. Give me a second. enhances sleep resistance.
Here, is there something you need? My play. The whole audience was
There's
dead.
a sleep attack.
Here you go.
Actually, I will equip that now. Grade. Red bond and something else I can't
Let's go.
Oh, upgrades! Fucking 2.5 hours. Holy crap. Man, I hope it's a big difference. Alright, I'm gonna restart real quick and then I'll accept it map.
Alright.
Ella.
Do you have traps? Traps?
I have to equip them, but yes.
I'm running out of... Wow. What are we fighting?
Buffaloes.
The physician said you'd be needing this.
Ah, yes. I was wondering when this would arrive. Here, your payment.
So I'll see what we can.
Really? Mistios leaving?
I guess I'll bring my max potions as well, actually. Steak. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Killing you will pay well!
Joy. Fire at the top. Yeah. It's probably good to
Yeah, I think I accidentally crossed over Camp 1, but yeah.
Oh!
Whoa!
Dragon! Ah!
Who are you fighting? You need a tier 6 weapons and corresponding equipment.
What weapon do you bring with you, Creek?
My tier 6? Yeah, tier 6. Sleep.
Cool sword.
Walk away from
You keep a sharp watch here.
I brought my katana. Just the weapon that I almost killed it by myself with, so I figured it would be a good choice.
Maybe. Katana's a little easier to do by yourself, to be honest. Alright, I don't care about the Tobigashi. We need to go.